Salarah Starre is a UK-based advanced law of attraction teacher trainer, coach, public speaker, and leading wellness expert. She will share life-changing wisdom about the law of attraction and how you can use this powerful universal law to build a foundation for bigger and bolder manifesting results. It is time to create the life you deserve, and with Salarah's help, you will.
And a very, very warm welcome once again to Manifesting Made Easy with myself, Salarah Starre. So lovely to be back with you once again. And I love nothing more than helping you to master your manifestations and your life. And we have been taking quite a deep dive into the rich tapestry of the law of attraction in the last couple of shows. So this is a bit of a continuation of those two. If you haven't had a chance to go back and listen to them, then I highly recommend it, because each one is designed to build upon the next in order to give you a really deep and balanced understanding about the law of attraction and the components that affect whether your manifestations come to you or not, how quickly they come, but also whether they come to you at all and whether you get the opposite of what you want to. So I'm having done this journey since, or been on this law of attraction journey since 2003, it has been a real eye-opener that it's not just as easy as what you think about will come about and thoughts become things. Although that does play a massive part, there are some other considerations, and once those are fully understood, then we can become the master manifestors and step into a completely new space of creation. So strap yourself in, my friends. We're going on a lovely little journey today to talk about the law of karma. Now, remember, there are so many different spiritual laws. The law of attraction is only one of those spiritual laws. And when we understand and work with all of the other laws, then we can power up the law of attraction. So this is a wonderful invitation to you from me to learn about these other laws, because I want you to get amazing results in your manifestations. And I absolutely know that you can when you have a deeper understanding of how all of this works. So, of course, we're going to talk about the universal law of karma, as previously mentioned. And this is the universal law of cause and effect. So this is known as karma. And this plays an absolutely pivotal role in our manifestation journey. So our past actions, whether it be in this lifetime or previous, depending on what you believe, of course, but also the decisions we make create energetic imbalances. And sometimes we make decisions without even consciously being aware of it. We have drivers which drive our decision making, and it all happens on a subconscious level when we are unaware that we are unaware. So if you go back to the 3D manifesting podcast and 4D and 5D, it's going to help you to take a deeper dive into what I've just said there. But they absolutely create energetic imbalances within our energy field. And for us to create strong manifestations to get the results we want, of course, we're going to need to know what it is that we don't know, so that we can then begin that process of transformation, alchemization, and of course, change. So these imbalances do need to be resolved before our manifestations can come into fruition. And some of you might know this journey as shadow work. And the shadow is usually parts and aspects of self which are hidden in the shadow that we are unaware of. And because we're unaware of them, they dictate our choices, they dictate some of our actions, and as a result, keep us oscillating, if you like, in the same cycles that we are so desperate to get out of. So clearing some of the karmic debts that we might have through conscious or unconscious actions, thoughts, words, or deeds, and learning to cultivate a more balanced energy are essential for absolutely aligning our intentions. So there you go. That's the law of karma. Now, there's so much more to say on that. But say, for example, you are, I don't know, let's just say, for example, you're in a shop and you find £20 on the floor, and some lady dropped that £20 by accident. And then later on, she comes back to the store because she wants to know if anybody has handed that £20 note in. Now, let's just say we were the ones, or you were the ones that found that £20 note, and you thought, oh my God, the universe has given me some money, and how amazing is this? And I'm a money magnet, etc., without having forethought that something may have happened to somebody else by accident in order to get that £20 note. Now you can either go away and keep that money, thinking that it's a gift from the universe, or finders, keepers, losers, weepers type attitude, or you can go to the store and you can say, I found this money, and if anybody comes and asks for it, I'd like to hand it in here. Which one do you think is going to be more karmically efficient or positive for you or me going forward? Of course, it's going to be the second one. Of course, it's going to be the second one. So by us handing in that £20 note, and that person then comes back to the shop later and like, oh my God, thank God, I can now pay my bills, or whatever it might be, then energetically, we have created good karmic energy. Whereas had we have done it the other way around, it would have been a negative karmic energy. Now, what the universe does is it balances. It's a bit like a bank account. It's a positive karma and a negative karma bank account, and balances that karmic energy. So let's say we did the first one and we just walked away going, woohoo, the universe has given me all this money, I'm a money magnet, without having any thought or any consideration for any aspects beyond oneself. So in other words, purely in egoic mode. Let's just say that we went down that, for example, then eventually the universe will balance that somehow, somewhere. So that £20 will be taken from you in another way, whether it be a bill or whether it be you losing £20 or whatever it might be. The universe always balances the scales. So in order to be in good karmic credit with the universe, it's and good manifestation credit with the universe, if you like, it is really, really important to understand this as a very, very basic principle that what we give out, we get back. And it is the law of cause and effect. So you can be the cause of good actions so that you can experience the effects of those positive actions. So the idea is to build up as much positive karma as possible and go beyond the ego aspect of self. So when I was younger, I'm going to be completely transparent with you now. I know we've all done things when we're younger. We would rather not anybody else know, but come on, let's just face it. We're all young once and we do silly things. And there were this beautiful, we were very, very poor, by the way. You probably, if you know me through my shows, you'll know a little bit about my background. And there was this beautiful brand new pair of trainers, and they were literally just sat in one of the changing rooms at school. And I was like, oh my God, they're my size. They're just what I wanted. So I took those trainers home. And at the time I thought, oh my God, this is a win-win. All is well. But actually, obviously knowing what I know now, I know that there's such a thing as karmic energy and there's cause and effect. But back then I didn't know that I didn't know. So I took the trainers, very, very proud of these new trainers that I thought, amazing that I had something new and sparkly on my feet, something we could never have afforded. Then later on, so this is a few years later, by the way, I bought myself a new pair of trainers, and I actually bought them myself, and I saved up my money, and it felt really good to have done it. And I went to the gym and I forgot my locker key that day. So I popped my trainers on the side, praying that they would be okay. And I came back and my trainers had been taken. And to me now, that's just a perfect illustration of the universe balancing out the scales. So now as a result of it, not just because I understand about cause and effect, but actually because I'm more heart-based and heart-centered anyway these days, but I'm really, really mindful of that. I don't take anything that is not mine by divine right. I will not take anything that could potentially cause anybody any ill or harm in the process. So if I find something, I always hand it back, knowing that if what is mine by divine right will always come to me. And understanding this law is absolutely crucial in manifestation. And another way to create positive karma is by practicing gratitude. And I have a gratitude practice every single night. And I write down my gratitude, and sometimes I will listen to gratitude recordings, and I'll reflect on my day at all the good things that happened. Now, it's not just all the things that my ego wants, like all these things that my ego wants to happen. I'm so grateful that I've woken up in a beautiful warm bed. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have clothes on my body. I'm grateful that I have food. I'm grateful to wake up to my beautiful dogs. I'm grateful to wake up to hot water. I'm grateful for my kettle. I'm grateful for the plumbing that can help me have a shower. And I just go on and on and on. I'm so grateful for all of that. And I'm grateful for the day. I'm grateful for waking up naturally. I'm grateful for being so productive and getting so many things done. So that always creates positive karma as well. And selflessly helping others is probably one of the biggest karmic credits that we could ever have, without looking to receive thanks, without looking to receive anything in return, just helping somebody else for the sake of helping them and making a difference in their life rather than receiving something for ourselves. So positive actions absolutely generate amazing karma. And then that means that your energy naturally begins to align with higher vibrational frequencies. And because you're naturally aligned now with higher vibrational frequencies, your manifestations will fly to you like magic, my friends. Okay, of course, like aforementioned, we've spoken a little bit about the negative effects of karma with my trainers and the 20-pound note example. It can also reside in things like jealousy and lies and manipulation and personal gain. They all lead to negative karma. It's natural to go through periods of feeling jealous. It's natural to lie. It's natural, but it's being aware and being willing to change that, knowing that those were past patterns and past programs designed to keep us safe. Of course, the lies and the manipulation, if we peel back the layers of the psyche, which creates us to do that, it's because inside we don't feel safe, we don't feel supported, or we feel scared. So it's really coming to that aspect of ourselves with love and compassion, but understanding if we continue down that trajectory, now knowing what we know, it just creates even more negative karma. There is a show that I did do on Jealousy Be Gone, so have another little look in the podcast and scroll through, because if that's something that you do struggle with, which was something that I struggled with for a very, very long time, then that show could potentially help you with that one too. So all of this will block your manifestation journey, especially the negative karma. And it'll mean that you'll have missed opportunities, there'll be broken relationships, there will just be lack of success in your life. And another way to neutralize negative karma is shifting mindset, which is really, really important, and practicing forgiveness and compassion. Those can really help with overcoming karmic obstacles. So now that we're talking about karma, we may as well go all the way over here. So there's also ancestral karma, past life and ancestral karma. So it may not have even been a debt that you're paying back in this lifetime. It could be something that you're paying back in past lifetimes. So you might find, despite consistent manifesting practice, people might face reoccurring challenges and blockages because they've got this unresolved karmic energy from influence their journey from past lifetimes. And, quite often, if I'm experiencing something on a karmic level in this lifetime and I can't see anything, or I'm not aware of anything that I may have done in this lifetime that's caused it, then I am aware that it's probably something I've carried over from past lifetimes. There are such things as past life regression, ancestral healing. This can really address and release a lot of these energetic imbalances. So you can see that there really is a lot more to the law of attraction than an affirmation and a visualization. But remember, I love all of that. But we're talking, some of the deeper stuff here. And this is really important for us to have these conversations. So it is important to clear and resolve karmic debts in manifesting. When we start to realize that our own patterns create what we're experiencing, and we self-sabotage and we have dealt it, and we understand that these hinder our manifestations, we then can go on a deeper journey to look at the aspects of ourselves that is causing us to behave in such a certain way, which is creating the same results perpetually. And this is where we might want to go and do the deeper dive, the shadow work, the homeopathy, wherever it is that the universe guides you to go. I've been guided in so many different directions: soul retrieval, homeopathy, acupuncture to release energetic blocks, ancestral healing, EFT. There's so many amazing modalities out there that can help with that. And of course, if you feel drawn to me and my energy, I can absolutely help you too. In my coaching practice, I do a really beautiful 3-month container and help to work through some of this stuff. And then that will just help to align your intentions more for smoother manifestations. And of course, fulfillment of your desires, which is what we're all looking for. So all of these examples highlight the various aspects of karma in your manifesting, including positive and negative actions, of course, the influence of past life and ancestral karma, and the importance of clearing and resolving karmic debts for successful manifestation. All right, my lovely ones, I'm going to leave that there with you. If you have any questions, salarah@salarahstarre.com. Follow me on Instagram @Salarah Starre. And also, if you wanting to look for a little bit of a side hustle to add to a little bit of additional income for you and your family to manifest more of your dreams, at Conscious Wealth Coach on Instagram too. All right, come over to one of those platforms, say hi to me. And in the meantime, sending you all loads of love and happy manifesting, my dear friends. I'll be back with you same time next week.
Thanks for listening. Salarah Starre will be back next week with great insights into the law of attraction. In the meantime, please visit salarahstarre.com.